Alright, it's time for that Morgan Journal. Basically, the part 2 of the one that I did for the Vegas trip and all that. But that was already an hour just to do that 1 week. So, anyways, what do I have? I think I have like 3 weeks to cover, looking at my calendar. Today is, what, the 14th, 15th, Sunday the 15th. So I gotta talk about the 12th, the 9th, then that weekend was mine, so the 8th and the 7th. That 5th, that 3rd, and then I assume back here at the end of April too, right? Because their vacation week was right there, the 18th. Yeah, so technically I have the 28th and the 26th to talk about of April, but there's no way I remember that. I can't even remember what I did today so far, never mind way back in April. So anyways, going backwards, we're going to start with Saturday the 14th. I didn't have her. All it was just her game. So, of course, per usual, they lost again. Started out solid. They got the first point. And then it was kind of pretty much deadlocked for a while. It was like 1-0, then it was 1-1. Then it was 1-2. But then they scored, so then it was 2-2. And it was like, all right. And then it was 2-3. And then it was 2-4. And then it was 2-5. And, yeah. I don't know what's up with this team, why they suck. Actually, I do know what's up, because they're stupid with everything they do. It's funny, because even one of the parents said, can we just go on the field and play for them? Because they make the dumbest choices. There's like, I don't know the rules of soccer, really. I never followed it. I mean, I don't follow any sports, but I know sports because of my brother, but he never followed soccer, so I don't know the full rules. I just know generalistically from Morgan playing, but I don't know, there's something when it goes out or whatever, you gotta throw it in. So, there's a group of kids standing right here, and a group of the other team in front of the teammates, and then there's a kid over here, wide open, way over here by themselves, like, hey, I'm open, and what do? Just pass it to this crowd. Okay, yeah, you might have 4 of your teammates here, but there's also 5 of the other team standing there versus that one kid way over there by themselves. Hello? So, of course, what happens? They throw it and the other team gets it because they're standing in front. Here's the other team. Here's their team, Morgan's team. So when you throw it, of course, they're going to get it first because it's right there in front of them. Or what else do they do? Nobody ever is open and tries to help. There was one point where one of the girls was down the field trying to score a goal, and like everyone on the team was basically just watching her like, oh, cool, go for it, instead of getting over there to help her. So now she's over there by herself trying to score a goal, and there's 4 of the other team like guarding their goal. Hello, teammates, where are you? So she can do a pass or something. Oh, then the other thing, I don't know what's up with the coaches, but they keep putting in this girl who sucks at being goalie. You know, and it is what it is. Not everybody's going to be good at every position, but she sucks at goalie. And they keep putting her there, and I'm thinking, what are you doing? Like, I don't know how good she is at anything else. I'm like, is she really that bad at other positions that goalie's her best? Or are these coaches just stupid and keep putting their worst option in as goalie? I mean, this girl barely tries. The ball gets kicked and goes right on through. Like, you need somebody that's a little more proactive and gonna at least try to stop the ball. So that's the thing. The other teams always have somebody like that that's more proactive. Where our team should just stand there, duh, oops, it went in. Yeah, because you didn't try. So, yeah. So, they've had 4 games so far, and their record is 0-4. This, by far, is the absolute worst, though, that Morgan's team has ever done. Any other team sport she's been on, they've done good. Basketball, they won, I think they won every game in basketball, right? No, they lost the first one, but then they had like a huge streak. No, what did they, I don't know. They did pretty good, though. Even if they lost one game, they lost 1 out of like 10. They did good last season with basketball. Every other season with soccer, they've done okay. Even if they lose, it's not a blowout. Like, this is like a blowout. 2-5. They've had games where the first game was, what, 1-7? And that's actually more of a blowout than 2-5. But yeah, even before though, like I said, past seasons, it's never been this bad. It might be like 3-2. Okay, that's close. If the game was 5 minutes longer, maybe you could have tied it up at least. Not ridiculous like this. Like, I don't know what's up with these kids. I understood the first game, fine. You're rusty, you haven't played in a while. I know for Morgan, she missed last season, so it's basically been a year since she played. So, okay, maybe you suck at first, but to still suck 4 games in? Actually, though, I really do think, actually, now that I'm really thinking about it, that it's more the coaches. Because even at practice seems so pointless. Like, they teach... I don't know, I can't even say teach. They just do stupid things that has nothing to do with a game. Like, I feel like after a game, you should see how the girls are performing, and then you take notes. I'm taking notes, sort of, just witnessing how terrible they're doing. So I feel like you would be able to take mental notes as the coach, and then know what to focus on for the next game. Not these coaches. It's like it's the same stupid training every single practice, which basically is just a waste of my time. To be there, I hate being there, and it's like, oh, for literally for nothing. And then you go to the game, and they still suck. The other thing, too, with these coaches, well, also, there's 2 coaches. There's a huskier girl, the thicker one, I call her, and then there's the thin one. And it's really like only the thin one is coaching. I don't know what the point of that thicker one there is for. She's not bringing anything to the table. And the other thing about these coaches is they never, like, cheer on their girls or anything. Coach from the sidelines. Every single other team we've gone up against. Even games, like, so the field we go to is big. There's 3 fields. So there's 3 games going on at a time. And you hear all the other coaches yelling from every other team. And then our team, dead silent. We don't have very proactive coaches. And I think that's why we're doing terribly. Because our coaches suck. I get it. It's just all volunteer and stuff. But at the end of the day, it's like, come on, you did, it's volunteer. That means you chose to do this. Like, do a little better. My door's right there. That's why I'm looking over there, because I keep hearing... Hold on. Is somebody, like, sneaking up my stairs or something? Nope. I'm just gonna lock this door. There we go. There's all kinds of banging. I don't know what's going on. Well, somebody was like creeping up my stairs, like maybe my landlord or something. It is trash day, so he could be out there. I don't know what the heck. What just happened? I don't know what he'd be coming up here for, but I don't know. I guess it's just the kid on the second floor. I'm pretty sure his bedroom is right underneath my living room where I'm sitting now, so that could be what it is. There's something stupid happened now. I'm gonna have to... Hold on, I gotta fix this dumb camera. Give me a second. Alright, I think that's better. When the stupid thing fell, I must have hit the screen, and it does this... I don't even know how to explain it. It's iPhone, so if you've got an iPhone, you probably should be familiar with what happened. But it does this dumb thing where it, like, targets something, and then I don't know how to get rid of it, and it's annoying. I hate when that happens. Because once it comes, then everything's screwed up, and I don't know how to fix it. The only way I know how to fix it is to stop whatever I'm doing and just start over. It's annoying. I don't even know what the point of it is. It just makes this dumb box around my face, and, like, everything's blurry, and... Anyway, back to the actual story. So, yeah, the coaches suck. So that was the situation there. This actually was also the first hot game we had. So far, every game's been pretty cold. The first 2 games we went to, I wore my winter hat even, because it was freezing standing there. The third game, actually, nope, the third game was pretty hot, too. I didn't talk about that one yet, but that one was kind of hot. Not as hot as Saturday. Saturday was, like, definitely shorts and short sleeves weather. Saturday, I mean, the previous game, I did wear pants, too, and short sleeves, and I was okay like that, so... But, yeah, this was our first hot one. So, anyways, the kids had, freeze pops and stuff at the end of the game that they were able to have. I don't know if... I think it must have been only at the end of the game. Like a little wrap-up, which a few seasons back, the coaches that we had used to bring oranges and stuff for the kids to snack on. But anyways, yeah, I'm going on way too long for just the game on Saturday. That was it. It's not even my weekend, so I didn't even really have her. I was there just to see her play, and then I left. Actually, though, as a side note, something that I saw that I thought was kind of stupid is... So I've always thought this was kind of stupid, but my daughter's mother and her now husband... Well, it's been over a year now, so I can't really say now husband, but you know... they have motorcycles. Now, it was one thing when he had a motorcycle. He had a motorcycle when he was a single guy, like, whatever. But she never did have one. Well, how do I phrase this? I think she got her motorcycle slightly after Morgan was born, but I always thought that was dumb, because it's like, when do you think you're going to be able to ride a bike now that you have a baby? Like, at least with James, he's just a guy. He was a single guy. He had a motorcycle and a car. Made sense. Okay, cool. So anyways, though, now they got all these motorcycles. They had 3. I don't really know why they had 3 for 2 people. I say had because I'm not entirely sure. I know that he recently got a new bike, and I don't know if they got rid of 1 or 2 in, like, trade of it. I would imagine his old bike. See, I don't know what the situation was with the 3. I don't know if 2 of them were one of theirs and 1 was the other person's, or if there was 1 for this person, 1 for that person, and then maybe 1 if they want to ride together. I don't know what the situation was. They just had 3 bikes, and I never understood it. So, anyways, I know he got a new bike. They used to park it in the garage, in the basement. Now they put it out in the shed. I don't really know why it started in the basement, but that's where it used to be for a while. But anyways, the thing I always thought was stupid, though, especially for her, is it's insanely impractical that they have motorcycles. Like, they always have a kid with them. Because at first, when it was just Morgan and Colin didn't exist, okay, maybe you could go riding when she's with me. You know, my weekends. Then it would just be you two. There's no kids. But that's not the case. They got Colin, so they always have a kid. And since she doesn't talk to her parents anymore, it's not like she's going to drop Colin off to them for the day and they can go riding on a Saturday or something. No. He's literally always with them. So when do you think you're going to ride a bike? You don't have a sidecar. Colin's kind of dumb and too small, so it's not like he can ride on the back. He'd fall right off. Just because he's dumb. And, yeah, I always thought it was super impractical. So anyways, on Saturday, she rode her motorcycle to the game, and James took the kids in their vehicle, and I thought, what is the point of this? That's so stupid. Like, you guys are going together as a family unit, but yet you went separately just so that way then you could ride the bike? I don't know. To me, it's very dumb. Like, just get rid of the bikes for now. It's cool. You got the license. You know, it's not a skill that's going to go away. It's like riding a bicycle. I haven't ridden a bicycle in, like, 17 years, literally. But I'm sure if there was one sitting around and I hopped on it, I'd do it just fine. It's one of those skills that once you have, you have. So I'm sure, you know, you don't ride bikes for your motorcycles for now because it's impractical. But when the kids are older, you know, 16 or something, 15, 14, I don't know, older enough, then you can get bikes. Right now, to me, it's just stupid. There's no practical use. And here's the other thing, too. They could ride their bikes to work, at least. That would be a practical-ish time. And James does try to. He just tried to the other day, and it ended up breaking down on him. It was Tuesday. And his bike ended up breaking down on him. Which is weird, because I was like, isn't that brand new? And it's already having problems? I just thought it was kind of funny and ironic at the same time, though, because, you know, Morgan's mom's always quick to call everybody else's stuff a piece of shit. Like when I had a Cadillac, oh, that was always such a big piece of ass. And it was like, during those days, she used to drive a Chevy, Malibu? You know, that standard car that everyone had in that blue color that she called black. That is not black. That is a dark blue. But yeah, she used to drive one of those, and she hated on my DTS. Like, super fresh. I took super care of it. And it was like, I know, my car is such a piece of crap, huh? I would much rather be driving that Malibu. So anyways, the point is, it's just funny. Even though it's James's bike, it's still funny. Like, you know, everybody's car's such a piece of shit when it's better than mine. And it's like, isn't that bike brand new? Didn't you guys just get that in, like, November? And this is your first time riding it and it's already broken down? It's just funny for, like, a karma situation. I'm not really like that. I'm not one to laugh. Normally, I'd be like, oh, man, that sucks. Brand new bike that's already having problems. Well, hey, it's new. Maybe you can take it back to wherever you got it from and get it fixed for free. But because of how she always is, it's like, that's what you get. Even though it's James's bike. But still, he's affiliated with her now. I mean, they're married, so. But anyways, back to what I was saying. So he does sometimes take his bike, but she never does. You know, warmer weather's coming. She's never going to take a bike out. It'll be their vehicle every day. So it's just, I don't understand. It's just stupid. And like, when I saw that she took a bike to the game, I thought, what? It was just so stupid. Like, just go together. You guys went separately, specifically just so you could ride the bike. Like, to me, that's so stupid. You're going to the same dang place for the same dang duration for the same dang purpose. You know what I mean? It's not like Colin and Morgan are both playing soccer and one game's being played over here and one game's over here and this one started half an hour earlier or whatever. Well, actually, that wouldn't work because if you took a bike. But you know what I mean? Like, it was just strictly to take the bike out. It was just so stupid to me. And then on top of that, too, she's all worried about how she's able to ride, I guess, because she doesn't ever take the dang bikes out. So she's kind of rusty-ish at it. She basically went to get the license and then rode a bike a few times. And then they basically just sit there for show in their garage. Well, shed. It's kind of like a garage. They had 2 motorcycles in there, so it's kind of like a garage. But yeah, so then she's like, she's talking to James. I'm standing right behind him. And she's like, I want to kind of wait till everyone leaves before I go. And he's like, what? You just got to power through. You can't be scared of other people and what they're going to think. And it's like, or just don't be an idiot. If you all went together, you'd have no worries. You could just hop in the car and boom, bye, see you later. Anyways, Saturday trailed on for way too long. There was just a lot of stupid stuff to talk about. So now, Thursday the 12th. So, Thursday the 12th, for starters, I ended up beating the bus. Which I had a feeling I might, because I was actually kind of caught up at work. So, when 4 o'clock rolled around, I was basically good to go. A lot of times I stayed till about 4:20, especially on the Morgan days, just because I know the bus comes, and her mom feeds her. So, I stayed till about 4:20, because it's about a 10-15 minute ride to her mom's. And before I go, I got to check all the stupid lights at my job. Well, I'm in the basement. I call it a basement. It's not really a basement. It's finished off. It's just as quality where I'm at as it is upstairs, but I don't know. It's kind of like a finished off basement at the same time. Anyways, actually, it's better down there too because our AC actually works. The AC upstairs is busted. So it's nice and chilly in the basement and then it's hot upstairs. Anyways, so yeah, I have to check the stupid lights and all that though. Both bathrooms, the kitchen, the break room, whatever you want to call it. And the IT room, because forbid if anybody goes into these rooms near the end of the day if they actually take care of the light. So I got to get stuck doing it because no one else will do it. We'll get to that in a minute when I'm talking about Sunday. But anyways, so yeah, normally that's what I do, and then I get there around 4:40, and then we're good to go. She's done eating. She's basically packed up and waiting for me. So, but anyways, I basically was done everything today, so I just left around 4. No, I don't think. When did I leave? It wasn't right at 4. It was maybe like 4:10 by the time I was done turning off lights and stuff, but still. So anyways, I got there before she got home, and then I had to wait for her to eat. What was it? They had ham steak, whatever that is. I always think of it as just ham, but they were calling it ham steak. And what was the other side with it? Macaroni and cheese maybe or something? I don't know. But anyways. So then when she was finally done, her mom... So today was a game. This was actually what I was talking about, this first game that was warm, and I had pants and stuff because I worked. I had pants and a t-shirt on. The t-shirt was actually my undershirt. So the mornings are kind of chilly, so I started with a long sleeve button-down gray shirt, but then it got warm, and then I was thinking, jeez, this is going to be brutal at soccer. So I just took that off, and I just had my t-shirt on that I wore as my undershirt, which was planned. Normally, well, no, never mind. I was going to say which was planned. Normally I'd have a wife beater, but that's what I wear underneath like a polo or something. I always wear a t-shirt under long sleeves, so never mind, disregard that. So anyways, yeah, her mom thought we'd be late. Oh, I can't get a drink in time, blah, blah, blah. Because she always thinks you gotta be at everything super early for no reason. And it was like, calm down, we'll be fine. She's like, well, the game's out in this town. And I'm like, yeah, that sounds far, and I don't really know where that is, but I know the games are also all local. It's not like I'm driving down to the other end of the state or something. Wherever, and then she looks up, she's like, it says it's 15 minutes. And I'm like, okay, so wherever this game is just as far away as where my job is from your house. Like, I have time to get a drink and all that. So that's what we did. We went to, there's a Cumbies down the road, so we went to Cumbies. She got her usual, a drink, a Gatorade with one of those twist tops. I just call them the sucky kinds. Those are her favorite. I forget which one she got. I don't know. There's usually only fruit punch and blue. Sometimes they have yellow with lemon lime, but I think she just got the fruit punch one. And then I was dead tired for no reason. I don't know why. I was struggling, like I was nodding off at my desk, which normally was fine in the past when I was downstairs by myself. But now I got neighbors. You know, I got the guy next to me, and he's the sales manager, so people from upstairs come down to see him. I got the inside salesperson sitting straight out. I keep using hand gestures, but then you can't see him because I'm too zoomed in on myself. And then I get the, inside sales sitting over there. So there's people, and I'm over here nodding off, and I'm like, come on, dang it, why am I so tired? So when we were at Cumbies, I went to make a coffee, and it was terrible. At first, I forgot to put sugar in, because what I usually use is the liquid sugar for the iced teas, and they didn't have any, and I just didn't think of it. I make the whole coffee up, I take a sip, and it's terrible. I'm like, what the heck's wrong with this? And I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't put sugar. So now I'm looking for liquid sugar, and I can't find it, so I'm like, great, they don't have liquid sugar. So they did have regular sugar, so I'm like, I don't know how much to use. With the liquid sugar, I do 6 pumps. But, like, I don't know, one, what that's equivalent to in terms of, like, tablespoons or whatever of regular sugar. I don't know what that is. Is it 6 sugars? Is 1 pump 2 sugars? So is that 12 sugars? I don't know. I just know that 6 pumps of liquid sugar makes my coffee taste good. So then they get the sugar is just, like, a can. So I'm like, I don't even know how much to dump in. So I just dump a lot. And it still sucked. It wasn't that good. It was terrible. Good thing coffees are only $1 from there, but still, like, such a waste. It sucked. It was 0% enjoyable. I ended up literally wasting half of it because I was like, yeah, I can't drink this anymore. I forced myself to drink half as it was. I think it got worse as the ice started to melt. Like, that's what made it even worse. It was like, no, thank you. So, yeah. Anyways, so this was a game. First game on a Thursday. No, this isn't actually a recurring thing. This was just to make up because the Saturday prior, so it would have been the Saturday the 7th, that game was canceled due to potential inclement weather, which nothing ended up happening. Well, maybe later in the day it did. I don't fully remember offhand, but it sure didn't when her game would be. So that was kind of a waste of a cancellation. Although, ironically, unfortunately, it kind of worked out that the game was canceled. We'll get to that when I'm talking about Saturday. So anyways, yeah, this place was somewhere random. I have no idea how to get there again. I'd have to use GPS like I did in the first place. But one thing that was kind of cool was the way to go to Cumbies when you leave from her mom's road, it's to go left. Well, that's the same way that the dang game was, so I kind of had a leg up anyway, stopping at Cumbies and then just carrying on that way. Like, I thought I was going to have to go the other way. Nope, we already were going the right way to begin with. So yeah, what was the game's final score? I know obviously they lost, like always, but I don't quite remember how bad it was. What was it? What did they do? I don't know. I don't think it was too terrible. Like this one, Saturday was 2-5. I think it was 1-3 actually. Yeah, I think this game ended up being 1-3. What did they play against? Oh yeah, they played against the red team. I don't really know what these towns are. It's just what their jersey color is. So it was red. And it was funny because on Saturday, the red team was, I don't want to say behind us, but I guess we were field 2, and then they were at field 1. But when you're standing, watching the game, they're behind you. So they were behind us. And I was like, hey, that's funny. We just played them Thursday. Anyhow, so yeah, after the game, we headed back. I used GPS just to get to the highway. I know where I am once I hit the highway. So, and then we went to Wendy's to get ice cream. So we just got small Frosties. Both of us got a chocolate. At first she said vanilla because she thought it was with syrup. She's a very boring eater. I'm pretty sure I've said this before in other Morgan Journals, but she's super boring. Like, she didn't want chocolate because what she thought it was vanilla ice cream with, like, fudge on it. I don't want that. Seriously, kid? She's so boring. But anyways, I was like, no, it's actual chocolate. They don't have fudge here. It's actual chocolate or actual vanilla. And she said, oh, I guess I'll take actual chocolate then. So anyways, we did that. And then we came home. She had her dang homework to do, her dang reading to do. And then we watched Men in Black 2. I wanted to watch Men in Black 1, but I couldn't find it. I thought I had it in the Men in Black 2 box, but the Men in Black 2 box only can hold one disc, so clearly it's not in there. So I don't know where it is. So we watched Men in Black 2. I feel like it's okay that we didn't see the first one, though, because Men in Black 2, I feel like you don't really need to see the first one to be able to follow the story of the second one. You know, it's not really a movie that the story is that intricate, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, Men in Black 1 shows you how, what's his name, Jay, ended up becoming an agent, and how K was, like, the top guy before, and then in 2, he's confused as to who he is, and now he's got to relearn who he is and what have you, but, like, you can pick up on 2 and be fine. You wouldn't be super lost, like, what is this movie about? I need to see the first one. It's kind of like Deadpool 2. If you haven't seen Deadpool 1, you're not missing out. You can watch 2 and get, you know, it's a superhero movie, whatever. So anyways, yeah, we watched that, and then it was time for bed. Yeah, that's it. I mean, Friday, I gotta bring her back slightly earlier. You know, what do we get there for? 6:30, and then they just get ready for school, and yeah, that's about all. Colleen had a Batman shirt with a hood on, short sleeve shirt and shorts combo. And I was supposed to check his shorts to make sure they fit. They seemed fine. I didn't, like, actually inspect him. He was jumping around like a freak like he always does, and they were staying up, so I was like, whatever. Good enough, I guess. So anyways, now on to Tuesday. Tuesday being the, what? The 10th. Mother's Day in Mexico. So Tuesday, you know, actually, Tuesday was my last day of quarantine because of stupid COVID. So actually, I had to get up early to bring them to school, but then I was able to come back home and dick off. And that's when I made the Morgan Journal for that other week. I was here. 11 o'clock I was recording that. But anyways, yeah, so when I got there, that's when well, actually, she called me. I was in the shower, and she was calling me and stuff. When I got out, that's when I saw the message. She wanted me to get to her place because she wasn't home because of James's bike situation. She had to help him out. So, yeah, that was Tuesday. I got out of the shower. I had plans to kind of dick around. I was going to relax on my phone, play a game for 10, 15 minutes. And instead, I had to jump out of the shower, get dressed, and get going so I could get there before the bus showed up. Because they have some stupid policy that if they don't see an adult, they won't let the kids off. So, yeah, I had to be there so we could get the kids off. But at the same time, not only did she try to call me, but she called her neighbor, because then the guy came outside and he saw me and he was like, "Oh, I guess I'm all set. I got a call from her asking if we could get the kids off the bus, but looks like she got you too." And I was like, "Yeah," she was just freaking out because I was in the shower, so I didn't answer her right away. But yeah, so I got there at like 4:15, I think? 4:14? Yeah, 4:14, I think I was there. I was trying to race the clock. I got on the highway at like 4:04, and I was like, okay, how long is this going to take? It only took me 6 minutes to get off the highway. I thought it took 10 minutes for the highway ride, but apparently not. So I got off the highway at 4:10, and then made it there by 4:14, 4:15, somewhere in that range. Yeah, then we got in, and basically what I did is I texted her mom because on Tuesdays, that's a practice day. Well, her mom usually feeds her. And my problem was with Culliver, too. You know, like, I could have taken her out to, I don't know, get Burger King or something stupid. But I'm like, am I supposed to take care of Colleen, too? Like, what the heck? So I text her, I'm like, are you almost home? Because, like, what's the plan for dinner with these guys? And then, like, 2-3 seconds later, I see her coming up on the side to come in. I'm like, oh, okay, never mind. Not only are you almost here, you are here. But yeah, so what she ended up doing was ordering a pizza, which this is exactly where Morgan gets her super boring eating skills from, because what does her mom order? She orders a large cheese pizza, light sauce. Seriously? Could you be any less flavored? Cheese with light sauce. That's basically a breadstick. Cheesy breadstick. I mean, seriously, that's might as well be what you just get if you want a pizza. Cheesy breadsticks with marinara on the sauce, and you just dip it a little bit. She orders that, and I'm thinking, seriously? that is so boring. And then I'm like, nah, I know why. Morgan is so boring. I mean, I knew it was always because her mom, because at any restaurant, there's one thing on the menu her mom will get, and that's it. Like Burger King, it's double cheeseburgers, no pickle, I think, and no mustard or something stupid like that. And McDonald's, it's like same thing, I think. There's one thing on the menu from every place, and that's why Morgan's so boring, because her mom is super boring. If she grew up with me more, she'd have a much more fun diet, and she would understand that flavors are awesome and not hate them so much. But anyways, yeah, so that's what she ordered. So, oh, that was the other thing too. Before my shower, I had microwaved some pizza that I had from, what was that pizza from? Oh yeah, Saturday. So I was gonna have that because I figured, well, it gives me something to eat. That way, then I'm all set. Since I know Morgan will be all set. And so I had that on the ride in the car. I'm trying to eat my pizza. It's all greasy and making a mess and stuff. Well, I had a plate, but still. But anyways, yeah, so then we get to the field for practice, and her mom showed up and had the pizza. So Morgan had one slice, like always, one slice. It's super thin, too. I'm like, come on, you could have packed down two. There's nothing on this pizza. Thin layer of cheese, thin crust, no sauce. Come on. And then her mom gave me a slice and said, oh, how did it come up? I don't know. She said something like, oh, I bet you this is much better than the pizza you had. And I didn't know how to take that. If she was, I think she was being serious. So all I was thinking was, no, this is boring as F. It's cheese with light sauce. Exciting. Like the pizza I had was Morgan's boring pizza, but at least it's a lot funner than cheese light sauce. She just likes to get pepperoni hamburg and sausage. You know, it's halfway okay. Now, if she wasn't so boring, we could also get extra stuff like onions and olives and mushrooms or something and dress it up a little bit. No, I don't like that. Yeah, well, I don't like your boring pizzas. But yeah, it's still way better than the crap her mom had. And she's acting like it's the best pizza. I'm like, no, this sucks. There's hardly any flavor. Jeez, even the cheese ain't cheesy flavored enough. But anyways, so that's what we did. Then after practice, we went to McDonald's because I was thirsty. So I went to McDonald's to get a drink. Got a large Sprite, no ice. And then I asked if she wanted anything, like food, ice cream, whatever. And she said, ice cream. So I said, what do you want? Just ice cream in a cup? Because, forbid if we get fudge. And she says, yeah. So that's all she had. And speaking of the ice cream, God, McDonald's, I basically never go to McDonald's. I literally only went because I knew they had dollar drinks. That's like the only thing that they have going for them. McDonald's sucks nowadays. I know I've said this a lot, but like, they're terrible. I never go to them anymore. Their stupid sundae, a cup of ice cream was like $2.50. For the longest time, that was $1. Now it's $2.50. I used to be able to almost get 3 ice creams for the price of that one stupid ice cream that I got. Same size, same crappy ice cream, almost 2.5 times the price. Seriously? And I'm thinking, what? Does with fudge cost $3 now? I mean, their double cheeseburgers are a worthless sandwich. Think about a big husky guy. Has a hard job. He's working outside all day, lumberjack or something, and he's hungry. He's going to easily pack down 4 or 5 double cheeseburgers if he goes to McDonald's and chooses to get double cheeseburgers. And those worthless things cost $3 a piece now. That guy's looking at $15 for 5 worthless sandwiches. Seriously? Like, again, for the longest time, those were $1. Then, they wanted to charge a little bit more for the extra cheese, so they invented the McDoubles specifically to be on the dollar menu. Now, that's not $1 either. That's like, I guess that's now on their 2 for $3.50 menu, which, again, that's crap. I used to be able to get anything on that menu, 2 for $2, basically. Now it's double the price, 2 for $4, that's cool. But yeah, their prices suck. And their menu is trash, too. There's practically nothing on it. I remember in the heyday when I worked there. I mean, I worked at McDonald's for like 8 years total, between all my college and then afterwards and stuff. But during the heyday, the menu was pretty good. Decent prices. There was a dollar menu. They had the good premium wraps, those 3 offerings. The premium wraps were good, too. They had salads. They had they actually had a menu offering. Now it's literally 2 sandwiches that they dress up different ways, like the quarter pounder. Oh, there's quarter pounder with bacon, quarter pounder regular, quarter pounder deluxe. It's the same fucking sandwich, just different toppings. You're just fluffing your menu. Seriously, you got menu item numbers 4, 5, and 6 are the same thing. Anybody can just order, hey, can I get a quarter pounder, add tomato and lettuce? Now they call that a deluxe. Oh, we made it easier for you. Now you just go say, can I get a deluxe? Cool. Yeah, McDonald's sucks nowadays. God. I mean, I'm confused as to how they even are still around or how their sales are or anything. I don't know. I haven't worked there in a long time. I don't really know anymore, but I'm like, how are they doing good? There's no way, especially when it's not like McDonald's are kind of like, it's not like a Sonic. Sonics aren't everywhere. So maybe one of them might have crappy prices, but if you want Sonic, you don't have options. Everywhere there's a McDonald's, there's also a Burger King and or a Wendy's nearby. I mean, geez, just in my town, there's been a Burger King that recently opened, the end of last year? So now we have McDonald's, Wendy's, and Burger King. Like, with all those options, why would anybody choose McDonald's? You're going to pay double, came out weird, double what you're going to pay at any of those other places. Because at least the other places have deals, 2 for $6, or the Biggie Bag, or, dollar menu items, actually. There's not much, but Burger King has a $4 menu. Rodeo's the chicken sandwiches, fries, and a value drink. Or, it's just, I don't know, McDonald's sucks. And that was just disappointing, too. I get a large drink, and it costs less than a stupid little tiny, dumb, dinky ice cream. Seriously? And the other thing that makes me mad, too, is when fudge sundaes used to be $1, nobody ever made a sexy fudge sundae. I always did. I put a nice pump and a half of fudge on it. You had fudge. Now it's like, oh, just have ice cream with a dot of fudge. That's how all other employees make it. And that was when it was $1. Imagine getting that trash now with it being, $1, being $2.50 or possibly $3. That's going to be even more frustrating than it was then when it was $1. At least before you could say, well, you pay you get what you pay for. Now it's like, I paid $3. This is all I get? Anyways, enough of a rant at McDonald's. They suck. And I hate it there. Hate going there for anything other than a drink. Speaking of drinks, too, I used to like their sweet tea. It was super good. But now you get idiot employees that don't check it ever. So when you order a sweet tea, you get some nasty fermented garbage that just tastes terrible. Or they're stupid and give you unsweet tea, and you're like, cool, because this is what I wanted. Unsweet. This is good. Nice and bitter. The worst is when they give you unsweet and it's old. So not only is it bitter, but it's got that gross fermented nastiness, too. Any motherfucking ways. So yeah, after that we came home, and then she just did her homework, did her reading, took a shower, and then had to go back. This is why I hate stupid sports and the practices, because it just interferes with my time. We don't have any time to do anything. She goes to the dumb practice, then comes home, does her homework, and then we gotta leave. Even if she didn't have to leave, what are we gonna do? It's still a school night. It's not like we can hang out after, so we basically would have to go to bed. What day was it? One of these days. It was Tuesday or Thursday. Where her homework recently is conversions. It was, I think Tuesday was length, so like centimeters to meters and all that. And then Thursday must have been time, if you want to call it that, like months into years and stuff like that, weeks into months. So Thursday, one of her problems she had, it said 30 months equals how many years? And she said 3 years, 3 months. And I kept telling her that's not right. Yeah, it is. And then finally, she got it into her head when I said, yes, so a year is only 9 months. And then she said, oh, whoops. Because it's actually 2.5 years. 12, 24, plus 6, 30. But yeah, she was like adamant about it, though. It's right. What are you talking about? No, it's not. There's only 9 months in a year. Yeah. So the years end at September. Anyway, so that's Tuesday. Nice and boring because of stupid practice. So now Mother's Day, Sunday the 8th. Because it's Mother's Day, Even though it was my weekend, I still brought her back to her mom. So I said, when do you want her back? So she said, well, we're not going to really be doing anything, so 3's fine. So that's what we aimed for. So we got up like we usually do. We just had some breakfast, and we watched a movie with it. I don't quite remember what we watched. Does she have anything new? I'm trying to remember. I got Turning Red for her. I think we watched that Saturday night, though. And did I have something else? I think I had something else new for her. I don't know. We watched something. I don't remember what or where. Actually, might have been from something out here in the draw, the Rango draw. I don't know, whatever. We obviously watched something and had cereal. And then after that was done, we played a little bit of Minecraft. And then, yeah, it's time for her to get dressed and me. So then I could bring her back. And then after that, because of the stupid COVID quarantine nonsense, I've been going to work in weird off hours. So I went to work after I dropped her off from like 3:15 until 10:15. Technically I could have stayed later, but I just wasn't feeling it. I figured good enough. I don't want to be here all night. So yeah. Anyways, backing up one more day. So now Saturday the 7th, I guess. Yep. Saturday the 7th. So, this dumb thing on my screen, I keep seeing it. I don't really want to touch it because it's going to do that stupid crap I already complained about way earlier. About 34 minutes ago. But anyways, so Saturday. So today was Meme's funeral. She was 94. She passed away on Monday night. So that was May 2, right? Yep, May 2. So she passed away Monday night. We found out Tuesday. And yeah, her funeral was Saturday. So, Meme's old-fashioned, obviously she's 94, and wanted the whole, traditional, or whatever the word is I'm looking for, shebang. So what we did was she had her viewing, I think it was at what was it, 11, 10:30? 11? I'm trying to think, because when I got my mom, what time was that? I think it might have been at 11:30 was her viewing. And then it went from there to the procession when you have to be in that funeral line of cars. I was the last one. And then we went to the church. She had her sermon or whatever you want to call it there. And then we went back to the burial place and yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. This is the day Morgan's game was canceled too. So yeah, they had a cool little tent that they set up over her grave, so that way then, if it was raining, people could be under it, and we wouldn't get wet, and her grave wouldn't be getting all wet, or her coffin and stuff. So, yeah, so that's kind of what we did. I picked her up at the usual time, 9 o'clock, and this is what I was talking about, because she would have had to miss her game, so it kind of worked out that the game was canceled too, so that way then, we weren't going anyways, and no one went, apparently. But, yeah, so I picked her up. Did we do anything at first? I feel like we got a drink or something. I don't know. But then we went to my mom's. We got there at, like, 11-ish? I don't know. She wasn't ready to go, and I was like, well, we don't have to go. I'm just here just to be here. I don't know. We have nothing else to do. So, anyways, we ended up going. When we got to the, what do they call it? The funeral home? My mom didn't want to go in, but me and Morgan did, and I actually went in the wrong door. I didn't know that door that I went into was the door that we've gone into before, so I thought that was the right door. But then I opened it, it's like the back of the funeral parlor, and there's chairs, and I'm like, oops, you chose the wrong door. So then I went up, signed the book, got some of those cards. I got a card for me, Morgan, and my mom, and yeah, we didn't go up and do everything. I mean, you could see Meme anyways from the back. You didn't need to get up close and personal. I don't know what to do. I'm not religious or anything, and I don't know what I'm supposed to do, so I didn't go up to it. And, yeah, her other sons were sitting over there like they do, and I just saw them and nodded at them. You know, the guy thing, we understand what that means. And then we sat in the back for a little, and then it was just kind of weird. Probably sat there for like 10, 15 minutes, and then I was like, to Morgan, I was like, all right, are you good? Do you want to go outside now? And she was like, yeah. So I was like, all right. So we snuck out the front way, the right way, and went back to the car, and then it kind of must have just ended by then, too, because I got in the car, and then all of a sudden a lot of other people were coming out, and then shortly after that, that's when we were driving off. So then we drove, and the driving section was weird. Like, we would cruise and go normal speed, and all of a sudden everybody was just slowing down, and we were barely moving. And then cruising, and barely moving. It was like, who is leading the pack? I mean, obviously, it's like the hearse was leading the pack, so it's like, bro, what are you doing up there? Just drive normal. Why do you drive like this? It was so annoying the whole time. And I even said, I was like, man, I'm getting annoyed, and I'm a part of this thing. If I was someone behind us who was not a part of this, I'd be really annoyed. Like, just drive. Ay, ay, ay. So anyways, yeah, we went to the church thing again. My mom didn't go in. She stayed in the car and waited. So we went in. Morgan and I kind of hid in the back. Like, I even chose a row that left a buffer. So, like, there was some people and then a row empty and then us. Just us two in that row. And then there was people behind us. I don't even know who those people were. I was thinking, who the F are you here from Meme? Like, what? How do you even know Meme? Just like there was like these lesbians that are in front of us. I don't know if they were lesbians. They just had that look about them, you know, butch hairstyles and stuff. And I was like, who the F are you? How do you know Meme? For the most part, though, the people that were at Meme's funeral were a lot of people that, like, I grew up with. Not so much grew up with, but they were in the house and stuff while I was a kid and everything. Like, it was people that I've always seen. At first, I was confused. I didn't recognize a lot of them. But then as I sat there and I was really studying people, I was like, oh, I know you, I know you, I know you, I know you. Okay. Yeah, this is people that I've always, it's that group. We're just like a group that have been in Meme's house. I was like, well, that's good. Other than these few stragglers, the lesbians and the weird, I don't know, trans couple behind us. I mean, that's what it looked like. There was two people with a baby, but one of them looked like a guy that was trying to be a girl, and the other one was a girl. And I'm like, what is this? Are you just a sensitive little faggy guy, or how do you know Meme? You don't. Get the fuck out of here. You know, like, that's my dad's mom. Who the fuck are you? Get out of here. With your dumb faggot nonsense. But anyways. And I know they're not, like, caregivers or something, because Meme was in good condition. She lived in her house still, by herself. Well, not really. Two of her sons lived there, but, like, they didn't have to help her. She was able to function on her own. So, it's like, who are you? You don't know Meme. Get the fuck out of here. But anyways. Yeah, so then after that, yeah, like I said, we went to the funeral. Well, the place where, not the funeral, but where she was going to be buried. And again, still with the stupid driving, normal, slow. And then we got there, and, like, they had her casket on the, I don't know, those ropes so that she can get lowered into the ground. And, yeah, it was just like a weird, quick thing. Somebody came out, oh, we just want to thank everybody for being here, blah, blah, blah. And then they're like, on your way out, just be careful. We don't want anybody to trip on any of these rocks or something. And then I was like, is this it? So then we just left. I don't know if it was supposed to be, they didn't lower her yet, so I don't know. I thought you got lowered and buried and, like, you throw the dirt, but I don't know. That's what they said, and I thought, okay, I guess this is it. And then it seemed like everybody started to socialize. And, like, I don't feel like socializing. I know it's mostly my family, but, like, my family's weird. We don't really talk and hang out, so it was like, who am I going to socialize with? Most of these people I haven't seen in 10 plus years, like, and even when I did see them, it's not like we were close. It was kind of just like a situation, you know what I mean? So, hey, just thinking about it, actually, Bucket was there. So Bucket, that's not his real name. Oddly enough, that's a nickname for him that my dad made up, and then it just stuck. Even Meme would call him Bucket. But, even his boys, I think, call him Bucket. It's just weird how that happened. It was a name that my dad made up for him, like, negatively, because it stands for bucket of... And, everyone adopted it, though. But anyways, Bucket is the second youngest, you know, so the one directly older than my dad. I think he's 4 years older than my dad. And, I was just thinking about Jeffrey, his son. is the one who told my brother about Meme passing through Facebook or something. But, he wasn't there. Which is kind of weird. Why weren't you there for? I was there. Why aren't you there? I mean, she's... You know what I mean? She's Meme to you, just like she is to me, because our dads are brothers. So, the F? Obviously you knew. You told my brother. I don't know. Not like I care. I mean, it's not like I would have talked to him or anything, but I just thought of that now. Like, why wasn't he there? That's weird. He's the one that told us. And then he's not there. It's weird. Bucket's daughter was there, actually, and she's weird nowadays. She looks like a lesbian, but she's got a husband. But then again, this husband is like some scrawny, like, hipster doofus. He had, like, weird piercings and, like, dumb hair, and it's like... On one hand, I want to say, what kind of man wants you? Looking like a lesbian, like, half hunchback, too. Like, man, you need to fix your posture, sis. As opposed to bro. But on the other hand, it's like, well, I see who does want you. Because that ain't a man, that's a man. Like, anyways, I guess at least it's good she was there. Because again, she was part of that crew that we grew up with. I mean, me and my brother kind of played with her when we were kids. I say kind of because she was kind of like mean and standoffish. But we were like close enough to her age, so she would play with us if she wanted to play with anybody. Because the other kids were all younger. It was like, she was the oldest, then it was me, then it was, I think there was a kid in between me and my brother. And then it was him, then there was a kid in between him, then there was a kid there. So, you know, at the end of the day, me and my brother and whoever this other kid is that I'm forgetting were like the oldest ones that she would play with. But she was always kind of meanish. But anyways, yeah, now she just got a weird butch hairstyle and stuff. Anyways, so yeah, after Meme's funeral, we ended up going to get a pizza. And that's where the pizza was from that I wanted to finish up on Tuesday. There's only a couple slices left. But anyways, we got the pizza. And then we stopped by a gas station really quick. And then, yeah, I brought them home. And then me and Morgan came home. I got out of my suit. She changed her clothes as well. And then we headed out to go see Bad Guys. I picked up a friend for that, too. What time did we go to? I think we went to like a 4:30 showing. So we went to that. Oddly enough, while I was on the highway, my other friend passed us, and I was like, oh god, this could be awkward if she notices, just because, I don't know, it'd be weird-ish. My friends are all weird. Like, I hang out with them individually, but, like, I just feel like it'd be weird if I saw one while I was with somebody else. I don't know, it'd just be weird. So I was like, oh god, don't notice that it's me. This will be weird and awkward. I don't think they noticed, though, which is fine. I was thinking about it, I'm like, yeah, I know you, how you drive. I'm sure you didn't notice. You're very absent-minded, at least in terms of paying attention to the road. Like, I guarantee that they were thinking about stupid stuff like work or, you know, getting home and what they have to do and stuff. Like, they're not paying attention to who they're passing on the highway. But I saw, way behind, I saw the license plate, and I was like, uh-oh, I know who that is. But yeah, so this is like 3:45, I think. So I was thinking they must have worked, and now they're just on their way home. They don't have to work. They just do this nonsense for overtime. But anyways, yeah, normally they work Sunday, but they worked on Saturday because Sunday was Mother's Day, and so they wanted to be home, so they put in the overtime on Saturday instead. Not like it even matters. You don't have to work. It's strictly optional, but I don't know. But anyways, so yeah, we got to the movie. It was actually pretty decent. I liked it. A lot of these kid movies that I've been taking Morgan to are kind of, I don't want to say boring, but I feel like going to the theater is overkill. Like when we went to Sing 2, that was kind of like, this is better. This would have been better to just watch it at home. Or when we went to Raya, same thing. It was like, this would have been better at home. But this one, Bad Guys, that wasn't too bad. That was decent. I didn't mind seeing that in the theater. That worked there. Anyways, then after that, we went to Applebee's because I wanted the good Mountain Dew that they have there. That's the only thing I cared about. But with my stupid COVID, I couldn't taste anything. So much for good Mountain Dew. Couldn't taste that. Couldn't taste my food. So I know my food's good. I've had it before, and I know the Mountain Dew is super good because I've obviously had it before, but I couldn't taste it. So much for that. Also, while we were there was, they give the kids menu with the crayons and stuff, and there's little games on the kids menu. One of them was a word search, and Morgan asked me to help her, but my friend thought, I'll just chip in and help, and to me it was just annoying. I was like, excuse me, who did she ask to help? Did she ask you to help or me? Lay the fuck off. She's my kid, I don't have her all the time, she wants me to help her with the puzzle, let me help her. It might seem like a stupid thing to get irritated over, but still. She's my kid and she asked for my help. She didn't say, can you guys help me or something. She specifically said me. So lay off. Anyways. After food, what did we do? I think so Applebee's is up there. Ooh, I don't think I would have went down there. Maybe after the movie we went to GameStop first just to look around. And then we went to Applebee's. And then after that, I think we just went home. Right? I'm trying to think if I made a pit stop anywhere. Did we get a drink or something? Oh, yeah, we did. We went to 7-Eleven. So she got a slushie. Forget which kind she got. What kind did she get? I don't know. She chose a slushie. And I got a tea. There's a new brisk they have. Blood orange. It was kind of bubbly, though, which is weird. I was like, tea isn't supposed to be carbonated. Why is this bubbly? But again, I don't know if it's good or not because I couldn't taste it. I was just thirsty and just needed some liquid. So, that's liquid. I don't know if it was good or not. I guess I'll have to try it again some other time. Maybe it was terrible. But, yeah. And then my friend was being cranky, so what I did was I just got some Nosses for them. They go to work super early, so I figured, there you go. You can have this tomorrow, so if you're tired, you'll have this to make it up. Which they were tired, but then they left early on Sunday, like 8 in the morning. And I was like, didn't I get your Nosses? But anyways, yeah, so after that, yeah, then we went home. Because now I remember, my friend was getting cranky that they were tired and such. So yeah. We went home. I dropped them off, and then I think, did we go to Walmart and get strawberries, or did I already have... Come on, not again! Seriously, why is this gonna keep happening? Anyways, the strawberries. I don't remember. I know we had strawberries. I don't know if I got them previously or if we went to Walmart really quick. Actually, we probably went to Walmart really quick in the morning. That's what it was. And got strawberries then. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I know I went on Friday by myself because I needed a new shirt. Because my black shirt is too small, I'm bulky. So my extra large don't fit. I need 2X now. Anyways. So yeah. When we got home, it's obviously like 8:30, so I know we threw on a movie. I think it was Turning Red, not entirely sure. That movie was actually pretty good. I was surprised. I wasn't sure how it was going to be. Because, one, I know Disney's trying to do all their stupid woke nonsense. And two, the trailer made it look like it was going to be kind of woke-ish. But it actually wasn't. It was a movie about being, like, respectful to your parents' wishes and stuff. And it wasn't bad. I was like, okay, that's a pleasant surprise. This isn't some stupid nonsense with a dumb agenda. It's actually like a solid agenda. Be respectful. But also at the same time, it was about, like, on the parents' perspective, like, you gotta let your kids grow up and kind of be themselves as well. So it's like the kids' perspective, be respectful to your parents, but at the same time, parents, your kids grow up and they want to have their lives too. Think about when you were a kid. I don't know. For me, fuck that. She's my kid, so, I need her to stay in line. Keep being a good kid. But anyways, I think that's it. I don't know. Maybe we watched another movie. I don't remember. This was what? Saturday? 8:30, 9:30? I don't know. Probably not. And then Sunday, I already talked about that. Yeah, good enough. I can't remember anything else. So, backing up. Thursday. Where are we at? 7th? Oh, the 5th. Okay, what does this say? Battle of Puebla Day, Mexico. So this day, for starters, this must have been when my stupid COVID nonsense was starting, because it might have even been starting on Wednesday, because Wednesday I was hot. Like, I remember at work, I took my shirt off, like my button down, and just was downstairs in my t-shirt because I was hot. And like, that's my check run day, so I saw the president of the company in my t-shirt, and like other people were like, oh, wow, I had to double take you. I never see you in just a t-shirt. I was like, I know, but I'm hot. Ugh. I don't even think it was hot that day. I just was hot. Must have been because of stupid COVID. Because then Thursday, that's when I was kind of like, I don't want to say I was sick, but I was slightly achy and kind of just tired-ish. And so, yeah. So anyways, at practice, I didn't want to get out. I just stayed in my car. I had gotten some drinks with her, like we do. Went to Cumbies, got some drinks. I think I got tea, like I was. Gold Peak sweet tea. Yeah, and then her practice, and then after practice, oh yeah, that was the other thing too. I thought about, because of how I was feeling, I thought about even just canceling and not getting her. But we were supposed to watch Jurassic World, 2, what is it, Fallen Kingdom? So I was like, I can't cancel on her. She was pumped about that, so I was like, I can't cancel on her. I have to get her still, even though I don't feel like it, but I have to. Because, well, this was my weekend with her, but still, like, Thursday was supposed to be the day that we watched this, and she was super pumped for it. We were planning it since the Thursday previous, because the Thursday previous, we watched Jurassic World 1, so yeah. So anyways, I think after the game, we went to Walmart, or the practice, we went to Walmart, because I know I have Jurassic World 2 somewhere, but I don't entirely know where. So I was like, whatever, it's just easier if I go to Walmart and just rebuy it. Then it's right there. So that's what we did. And that's when we found Turning Red, so I bought that for her too. And I found, oh yeah, the new DC animated movie, which was very disappointing, actually. It's just a collection of shorts. It's like 5 short films. I didn't realize. I thought it was a full-length one. And then I watched it, and I was like, what? This is stupid. Dagnabbit, wasted my $20. I'd still get it in either case. What's the word I'm looking for? I'd get it in... Oh, my word. I'd get it anyway, just for the purpose of collection. But still, like, I was pumped thinking it was a movie, and it's just a bunch of stupid 20-minute short films. Like, I look forward to these DC releases coming out, the animated ones. So when it's just a collection of shorts, I'm like, I want a movie, dang it. They're only 76 minutes as it is, usually. Like, give me a movie, not a dumb... Ugh. I watched the first one. It was about Constantine, and then it ends like 20 minutes in, and I'm like, wait, what? And then I'm like, oh, is this a collection of shorts? Sure enough, the next one starts. I'm like, oh. But anyways, yeah. So, yeah, so that's what happened afterwards, and then we watched Jurassic World 2. Oh, she probably did her homework. Actually, she did her math homework. As far as the reading, I said, we don't have time for that. We gotta watch Jurassic World 2, dang it. So she did just her math, and then we didn't do any reading. I figured you can do that on Friday in your before school program thing, the daycare. It's not really like a program. She doesn't need extra help or anything. But yeah, and then yeah, bed, and that was it. Now Tuesday, we had practice. I was thinking, was it canceled? No, that's the previous Tuesday. But yeah, this wasn't canceled because we would have watched Jurassic World 2 today if it was canceled. So anyways, today is what? The 3rd. I don't fully remember. All I know is obviously we would have went to stupid practice. And then we would have gone to, well, yeah, I would have picked her up. We would have gotten drinks from Cumbies, then gone to practice, and then, I don't know, it's probably about it. If I had to guess, we would have just went home, we would have done homework, and then probably had a little bit of time to dick around and do nothing, which means we would have just watched TikTok, and then I'd have to bring her back. I don't fully remember otherwise. Let's see, Saturday now. Oh, we're in April. April 30th. So this must have been, yeah, this was game 2. Game 2 was at a different field. There's been only 2 games that are at a different field. The Thursday one and then this Saturday one. The rest are all supposed to be at the same field. So the rest are easy to find. This one I just didn't know where to go right off the bat. It was pretty simple to find actually, but I don't know where it is. But anyways, they lost again per usual. It ended up being, I don't know offhand. I don't think it was, wait, was this? No, it was. So the first game was 1-5. This one was like, 1-7. I think this one was like 1-5 maybe. So better than the first game, but still not that juicy. 1-5. Come on, guys. And that doesn't necessarily mean your defense get better. It just means possibly that the other team's offense sucks, so they couldn't score 7. But yeah, this day though I did go to work because I'm doing the accounting and engineering stuff. So I went to work for, I think it was just for accounting. Yeah, I went to work for accounting in the morning, and I just entered a bunch of invoices. Yeah, that's what I did all morning. Just entered a bunch of invoices. Did I finish? Yeah, I think I just barely finished entering all the invoices I had to enter. And then I wanted to go to a Dunkin's and get a coffee, but the one that's nearby, I was like, I went there, and it was super jam-packed full, and I was like, yeah, I'm not waiting in this line. I gotta get to her game. But then I remembered, oh yeah, there's a Dunkin's on the way, so I hit that one up. I've never been there before. It's like redesigned. They have like taps and stuff now. There's no drive-thru though. It's indoor only, but it's kind of a cool experience, I guess you could say it as. Anyhow, so I got half a dozen vanilla cream donuts because those are my favorite. I didn't eat them all right then and there. I ate them over the course of the coming days, but still. I got that, and I got a signature latte. What is it, a cake batter? And then I went to the game, and, yeah, I got there, and her mom's like, where's my hot chocolate? And I said, nowhere, you didn't tell me you wanted one. And she's like, why are you drinking something cold? It's cold out today. Because it was kind of chilly. I don't think I wore my hat that day. That wasn't one of the games that I wore my hat. Or was it? No, maybe it was. That was a game 2. I said the first 2 I wore my hat. So, yeah. But I don't like hot drinks. That's why I had the iced coffee. What made it worse, too, though, is it was windy. I remember it kept blowing into my cap. So I got the signature latte, which comes with whipped cream. And there's the dome lid. And it's just, every time the wind blows. So, anyways, yeah, that's about it. On the way after the game, Culliver had picked a flower for her to put in her crock because I guess she lost one of her crock decorations. You know, you can buy those things for crocks to put them in the holes. She lost one. So, yeah. He got a dandelion, but obviously that didn't work. She put it in and it fell out right away. And then, oh yeah, she had a fly. I was trying to brush it off her head. Instead, the stupid thing got killed when I tried to brush it. So then she had a dead fly in her head, and she was all sweaty, and I'm just like, oh my word. So I just left it there. Because I was like, she can deal with it later. I don't want to keep touching her yucky, sweaty head. But yeah. Oh, and the other thing that was kind of funny, too, is when I got to the place, it's a school that it's at. I don't remember what town or anything, but it's a school. So anyways, I went in like the do not enter way because I thought I was the only one driving. But sure enough, then someone comes down. I'm like, dang it. And I'm going the wrong way. So I luckily found a spot. So I zoomed right in and parked there. Well, I didn't know where they were parked. I didn't see their vehicle or anything. Turns out I was actually right near them. I was 2 cars away without even realizing. It was them, some random car, me. I was like, oh, I accidentally parked right near you guys. I didn't see you. I just saw an open spot and took it. But, yeah. So that was about it. What even happened after the game? Did I do anything with myself? I don't know. Not like it matters. I only try to talk about what I do with Morgan, but still. Anyhow, backing up. It's now Thursday, the 28th. Don't remember too much of it, because this is very far back now. This is, 2.5 weeks ago now? But if I had to intelligently guess, obviously she would have had her stupid practice, so I would have picked her up. We would have went to Combi's to get a drink like we always do, because 1, she needs a drink, and 2, I want a drink too, I'm thirsty. And then we would have went to practice, she would have done her thing. Oh yeah, this day might have been the day, was this the day? Hold on. No, this would have been last week, like last Thursday, the 5th, I think. Possibly Thursday. Could have been Tuesday, I don't know. Anyways, what it was one of the guys there was talking to me. One of the players' father was talking to me. And he was telling me a whole bunch of stuff. He's got 6 kids. They just got back from Florida for 2 weeks. And this and that. And I'm thinking, what the heck do you do? How do you afford 6 kids to go on a vacation? Like, he's talking about how they rented a boat, too, and they're cruising around. I'm like, what the? How do you have 6 kids and you're able to do all this? No, he told me he does something with insurance. So, apparently, that's a good industry to get into. I don't know. He's like an independent contractor, kind of. He goes around and sells information. And then these people buy insurance plans, and I don't know if it's through him or what, but then he gets like a commission. And then since it's insurance, it's yearly. So he's like, once you get a sale, it's kind of like guaranteed yearly income. So he's like, I guess he's only been doing this for 2 years now. Prior to that, he was an optometrist, which I guess he still does that on the side as well, too. Like, he built up contacts through his years of doing optometry. So he's like, sometimes maybe one of the guys wants to go on vacation and he hits me up, hey, do you think you could cover my shop for this week? And he's like, yeah, that's cool. So he still does his optometry stuff on the side, but his main focus now is like his being a salesman of insurance. But yeah, he says, so the first year was kind of rough. That's kind of why he kept his optometry. And he says, now, though, I got all those sales from last year, and it's just, like, easy paydays. He's like, I just got, I don't know, I think he was telling me about last month what he got. It was, like, a fair amount of money. That's why they were able to go on vacation stuff. He got, like, $10,000 or something just last month. He's like, so, that covers the bills, and then I had the extra for the vacation. But, yeah. And then he gave me his business card to, I don't know. Because I don't think, what else does he do? He doesn't just do insurance. He does, investing too. He says, I'm not a realist, I'm not a investment broker or whatever the word is I'm looking for. So he's like, I can't give you advice, but he's like, I can talk to you about investing and get you information so you kind of have an idea of where to start, where to put money, what makes sense, what'll help things grow. So yeah, he gave me a business card, but I was like, this is cool, but at the same time I don't have time for this. Because he does, like, house-to-house stuff. Like, he was talking about how after practice he had an appointment at 7:30 with some older woman. And I was like, okay, clearly you make good money, but, like, this schedule sucks. 7:30? And then how long are you going to hang out with her for? An hour? So you're not leaving there until 8:30. And then by the time you get home, I don't know how far this client was. I know that he was telling me that where he lived is very close to where the practice was. So I'm like, it all depends on how far this client is. But you're possibly not getting home until like 9 o'clock. And, no thank you. I don't know. But anyways, what day am I talking about? Thursday? Oh, yeah. So practice. Then we went home and she would have done her homework. Probably the same thing as last week. I told her, don't worry about the reading. Just do your math. And then obviously we watched Jurassic World 1. Because Jurassic World 2 was for this Thursday. And now, last but not least, is Tuesday, the 26th, April 26th. This day, practice, I'm pretty sure it's this day, practice was canceled due to rain, which was nice. So we were able to just hang out, picked her up, we came home. I think her mom already fed her, so I didn't have to worry about that. We came home, she just did her homework, and we threw a movie on. I don't remember what off the top of my head. I think the only thing that would make sense would be Jurassic Park 3. But, I thought we watched all the Jurassic Parks already over the weekend that I had her, so I don't know. But I think it was Jurassic Park 3. And then I'm pretty sure this ended around 7:30. And then she had her shower, and then we just had extra time because, she's done. So it's probably like 8 o'clock she was done. So, obviously, we didn't do anything too critical. We just kind of dicked around and probably wasted time on TikTok. Or what we might have done was after the movie, we might have played Minecraft for a little bit. No, I don't think so. No, what did we do? I almost remembered. She took her shower. Maybe we did play Minecraft. She took her shower, and then we came back out here and just played Minecraft until about 8:40. Yeah, because if I'm not mistaken, we were kind of late. We didn't get back to our mom's until like 9:10 because of that. because we turned Minecraft off, but then like she had to go get her jacket, and I had to, turn the TV off and all that, put the system away and stuff, and then by the time we left, it was actually like 8:50, and we need to leave at 8:40 to make it back on time, and so yeah, we were like 10 minutes late. So yeah, I think that's what happened. But you know what? It was a way better Tuesday than normal with stupid practice. It's nice to be able to just take her and hang out, not have to have a dumb agenda. Ugh, hate it. See, every other time she has had soccer, it's not that big a deal. Her practices were on Mondays and Wednesdays, so it didn't affect me. And it was an option if I wanted to go to them. So I used to just go to the Wednesday one. I didn't have to go to both. Now I have to go to both because it's my days. She's with me. And it's interfering with my time. I hate it. Like, it's getting to be nicer weather. I want to take her to the park, not go to stupid practice. We can't go to the park. Like, especially on a Tuesday, I barely have time. We go to there, her dumb practice, we get home, she does her homework, and then we got to go back to her mom's. How am I going to take her to the park? And then Thursday, kind of the same thing. Yeah, she doesn't have to go back to her mom's, but by the time she's done her homework and stuff, it's like 8. Yeah, about 8. Let's see, her soccer is from 5:30 to 6:30. Say we get home about 7, she does her homework. Yeah, so she's done about 8. Well, what, we're going to go to the park at 8 at night? That's dumb. It gets dark in half hour, 45 minutes. Plus, she just got done with practice. She might not even be interested in going to play. She's kind of tired, possibly, from practice, I don't know. She is a kid, so maybe not. But, but if I had her normal, we would get home, and I could get changed, and we could go to the park right away. We could be at the park by 5:30, be there for a couple hours, leave by 7:30 or something. She comes home, does her homework then. But no. Her mom doesn't know how to play with her, so instead she signs her up for stupid sports that I get stuck dealing with. Anyways, that's it. Hopefully nonsense doesn't come up anymore so I don't fall way behind. Like I said, I was way behind in the first place because of taking on extra duties at my job, which is cool for experience, but I ain't getting paid extra for it, so this sucks. And yeah, it just made me so busy, and I fell way behind. So yeah, hopefully what I can do is this upcoming weekend will be my weekend, but maybe Tuesday and Thursday I can document on Friday, and then the weekend I can do on Sunday, then everything's nice and fresh, and I'm super caught up, and yeah, that would be ideal, so we'll see. Anyways, until then, I said see ya. What the heck, there's a mouth right there. That's kind of creepy.